This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode I wanted to talk on if I ever get canceled. Now, I am going to say for myself that I feel like I don't say crazy things. I know I've been caught up in some beefs where people would like to make it seem like that I have said some crazy things, but when you look at how many things I've said versus how many things they've said, and yeah, I think when you weigh the scales and stuff, like you see real quick, like, oh, I see why TMossBoss said the things that he said. So, do I feel bad or sorry? No, I think I've made that well established. So if I guess if like, let's say for an example, the day when I do really blow up with content creating, if like those things were to, you know, I guess like resurface or whatever, it's still gonna be the same thing. Like, no, I see. Okay, so I guess like more so I want to explain why I personally don't think that will ever get canceled, but why even during that time where a lot of people will probably say like, oh yeah, you definitely had got canceled back then. Yeah, you know, I guess like within that community that I was going at it with, yeah, I would say that I got canceled amongst them, but with the rest of the world, I still wasn't really in the picture. So that's why I was like, when I actually sat down and thought about it, and this is like in the beginning of 2020, I sat down, I started thinking about like the beef and the drama and all that stuff, and I started thinking, I was like, fam, the only people that are really paying attention to this are haters. Like, people that already know how they feel about me. That's one thing that I can say, like, throughout the 4 years that beef was really live, I have never once seen a comment of somebody, and I feel like I remember a lot of the comments, but I had never seen a comment from somebody saying, hey, I don't know you, I don't know the other guy, and I feel like if they were to say some stuff like that, they would, because the thing is this, for one, who's going up searching up videos about me being caught up in some drama? So if somebody were to leave a comment like that, it was unbelievable. No, it was a lie. Like 100%, they knew why they was on my channel. They knew why they was leaving a comment. They knew why they were being hateful. So that's why I'm like, nah, there's no way possible that there was any random person surfacing through the internet. Hold on, let me move my remote real quick. But surfacing through the internet, and then they came across my beef and my drama and was like, oh, well, I hate TMossBoss now. You don't know me. Even the haters that was making the videos, the comments, all that stuff, they don't even know me. So that's why I was like, you know, when I sat down and I started thinking of that situation, I'm like, bruh, the only people that are really trying to like stir up the drama is them. So that's why I'm like, man, forget that. I was like, no, that's why I just like, if you notice, like in 2020, in the beginning of 2020, I had shifted where I wanted to be at when it came to content creating. I did not care about anything else that they had to say. And look what happened. It turned out good, all right, in the long run. So yeah, it was like, it's definitely where it's like my key advice that I want to give people is that if you notice it's only haters that's hating on you and it ain't just like random people, like I've seen people actually get canceled. You know, where it's like universal stuff where it's like you got people, like for an example, Logan Paul. When he got canceled for that forest video, oh bruh, I mean, you had people that was even YouTubers, bro, people that was even YouTubers talking about this, and I'm like, bruh, you are putting a bad look out for YouTubers. So it was like Logan Paul, I'm saying, like, that was one guy where I'm like, if there should be any definition or an example of being canceled, it's him in that situation, because I was like, yeah, it was a very unfortunate situation. I don't think nobody should do no video like that, but yeah, he did that video, and I mean, this man had people that wasn't even in the YouTube hating on him. So that's why I was like, no, I'll never forget, it was a coworker at my job where I think I was talking to them about YouTube or something, and they brought up Logan Paul and was saying how much they don't like him, and I was like, wow, dang, like this is somebody I wasn't even expecting to be that deep into YouTube. But no, I mean that was a pretty viral and big moment and stuff. So yeah, it was crazy, and and when I think of somebody getting canceled, but I mean, there's other people. I'm just saying, like, that was like the first person that could come to mind and stuff. But that's what I think of when I think of being canceled, where it's like universal hate, where it's like, dang, like maybe I did mess up. But that was one thing that when I guess like was being quote unquote canceled, I never thought to myself, like, dang, well, maybe I did mess up. Like, fam, what did I mess up on? I want to do content that I like doing. That's me messing up, fam. Then every content creator messed up. The thing is this. It wouldn't be no different than, okay, let's say, the videos that they were so-called doing, commentary videos. Let's say if that was, like, the topic of discussion of, like, videos being hated on. Do you think that if that's content that they want to do you think they would stop doing it because you have some people on the internet that don't like it? What, does that make any sense? If that's the case, then everybody should stop being a content creator. Then Twitch streamers, TikTokers, YouTubers, social media influencers like Instagram models and promoters and brand ambassadors and all that stuff. Everybody should lose their content creating job. But that's the thing. You have it where if a person can build a following off of, reaction videos, gaming videos, TikTok dances, Twitch streams, promoting some tea brands or whatever on Instagram, like if the thing is this, if I can build a following off of doing that, fam, I'm gonna do it. So like that's why I never sat down and thought like I was in the wrong for me being the content creator that I wanted to be. Makes no sense. So, but I guess like, okay, like separating myself from that situation and moving on to something else. So let's say if let's say I get into an argument somewhere, right? Turns out it gets into a physical altercation. I end up punching the person in the face for whatever reason. Turns out it's a minor. They say that this person's 15 years old. So, and that's the thing where I'm like, even then, I'm like, okay, if you approach me on some crazy stuff, I'm going to defend myself. Like, I don't care how old you are. Like, yeah, if I could obviously see that person's a kid, woman, defenseless person, whoever, I'm just going to walk away from the situation. I'm like, man, forget that. Regardless of how people, feel, because I feel like it's a lose-lose situation. Okay, I stand there and I defend myself. People are like, you're defending yourself against a defenseless person. And then if I walk away, then it's all like, oh yeah, that person told you couldn't say anything about it. You got outspoken or beaten up or whatever by a defenseless person and things. So it's a lose-lose situation. So, but the best bet to go down is like, yeah, just take the L, go on about your business. That's the thing. I do not, and I know it's going to sound silly, but, getting back to what I was originally going to say, I do not mind taking the L. The reason why I say that, and it's like now getting into the silly stuff, I'm a wrestling fan, all right? And I feel like that a lot of the stuff that, that goes on within content creating, it ain't no different than like WWE. It's people writing out a script, putting on some entertaining show, and then moving on to the next match. Or honestly, that's how I look at a lot of the different things with content creating. Fam, that's exactly what that is. So when I look at let's say if there was a legitimate reason on why I was getting canceled, right? If it's something where I genuinely, to my heart, to my soul, my brain is thinking, this isn't right, I will apologize for it. But if it's on some stuff where I'm like, fam, I'm not apologizing. Look, the thing is this, if I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you guys, I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you guys. Now, and I feel like that, all right, now going back to back shifting, let's talk on the drama that I was once in. I had to say probably the craziest thing that they made it out, one of the craziest things that they tried to make it seem like, oh yeah, TMossBoss, he should be canceled, or no, he is canceled for saying that and stuff. But there was a time where I think there was some person, I think it was an adult, but they tried to make it seem like that it was a kid. But anyways, so they tried to put me in the same conversation as a mass shooting that had happened some time ago. I wasn't with that. I was like, people lost their life. My videos ain't got nothing to do with those people, and it's not gonna be on that same level of them losing their lives. Like, why would you even bring up my name in a conversation like that? Like, I'm saying, like, that's when a person, like, just talking on that real quick, that's when you know you should not be on the internet. Despite what I said, no, I think that's just a universal thing that everybody would agree on. That person should not be on the internet. If you're gonna be sitting here thinking that my videos is on the same level of people getting shot and killed, fam, you do not deserve any internet power access whatsoever, because you got your mind in a spot where it should not be at, where you have that much hate for a person and on some dumb stuff, on some videos of people doing commentary on my reaction videos and my arguments, fam, that got you upset. Like, seriously, come on now. Like, that, it's when you honestly sit down and think about it. These guys made a commentary video about my arguments. Fam, I don't care if I'm good or bad at arguments. That don't mean nothing to me. That's not entertaining to me. That ain't got no form of entertainment whatsoever. People just sitting around arguing. There ain't no if it's on something funny, then okay. But if it's on something where it's like, oh, you feel it down to your heart, your soul, your core, that reaction videos is bad, or your arguments is bad, I want to do this, I want to help you out, on some dumb, silly stuff, right? Like, no, bruh, you can take that elsewhere. That's why in that whole situation, I had never treated it seriously. I never did. That's why I was like, bro, I was never worried about my channel was going through some hate. I wasn't worried though. I was like, fam, who cares? Like, honestly, when I sit down and I think of my mindset, I was like, I have my mind in completely different areas of my life. Like, I wasn't even really, I had to say, like, that was one thing for sure, that I wasn't even really, like, I was focused on content creating, but at the same time, I wasn't, like, I had to say I was, like, on autopilot for the most part. So I was like, okay, I'll just do this video, do that video, do this video, move on. Like, my mind was on completely different parts, like I said, different parts of my life. So, but no, the craziest thing, I remember, I guess one of the craziest things I had said in this drama was that I wish that person would got like their throat bit out by a dog or something like that. I had to say, like, I was even more so like, how can I put this in, simple, not simple, but like, make it make sense and things. I wasn't mad about the hate. I was just upset over the fact that that person thought it would be a good idea to bring my name up in something so tragic. If anybody should be canceled, it should be them. It should be the community that they came from. You mean to tell me that these guys can leave racist, death threat type comments and stuff all across my channels, but as soon as I fight back, oh, I gotta get canceled over it? Oh, you guys gotta make videos about it? See, that's why I was like, nah. And so, no, then that was another thing where it was like, why I just never really, because when you looked at their videos, yeah, it was like people amongst that community that was just sitting around watching those videos. Like I said, it was nobody ever knew. Then when I made a video about it, it barely got any views. So that showed me that's where this argument was at. Yeah, this argument was at getting like 60 views, like actual views and stuff. But it wasn't, because, all right, so let me just explain my analytics real quick, right? I have a higher percentage of people that are not subscribed to my channel that watches my videos than the people that are. So yeah, like I said, if I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you guys, I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you guys. I'm not gonna hide nothing. I ain't got nothing to hide. So the higher amount of people watching my videos are people that are not subscribed, right? So when I upload a video and I'm talking about drama and I'm talking about hate, do you think that's gonna attract the audience? Don't nobody know who I am. So therefore, why would anybody feed into this besides the people that are already feeding into it? Why would anybody else outside that circle feed into it? What is it? How do they know about me? How do they know about? No, I'm a small creator. Everybody involved are small creators. So what is it like? Honestly, sit down and think about it. Did anybody really watch this drama when it was going down? Besides the people that were involved, but the fans, the other haters that was making videos, the main guy, all that. Anybody else outside, okay, this circle, were they watching us? No, they wasn't. All right, and I have like the videos that I do still have up. It very well shows. So that's why I was like, yeah, those videos were never getting any views. Those videos was never getting any attention. So when I sat down, I started thinking of stuff like that. I was like, bro, there ain't no, like I said, in the beginning of 2020, I shifted into a different, but yeah, I was going through a lot. So I was like, I gotta find some different stuff to doing things, but. Yeah, I was like, bro, this is pointless. This is stupid. But no, they were trying to like cancel me for saying that. And I'm like, I don't feel, that was like one time where I felt no remorse. I didn't feel bad. None of that. I was all like, well, if they gonna put themselves in the situation where they gonna put me in a conversation of something tragic, that's what I'm just saying. My thing is this. Regardless of whether they were a kid or not, I don't care. Alright, so let's say if they were a kid, you're putting yourself in adult business, okay? So expect some adult, conversation back to you and stuff. So if I say something crazy, fam, don't start running to people talking about, oh, TMossBoss said this to me, TMossBoss did this, TMossBoss did that. My thing is, and it's funny because when you sit down and you think about this 10 years from now, 20 years from now, if they still sitting down thinking about this, they're not going to progress in life. It's either going to be that they're still stuck on this mindset that I don't need to be successful. I don't need to. And fam, I guarantee and I promise you 10, 20 years from now, it's going to be a different conversation than what I'm having now. I'm going to be talking about businesses. I'm going to be talking about how I helped out people. I'm going to be talking about all these different things that I planned on achieving, that I ended up achieving. I'm not going to be sitting around thinking about, I'm going to be thinking about how can I make some more money. I'm saying I'm going to be thinking about how. And so it's either going to be they're going to be stuck on this stuff, ain't going to progress in life, or they're going to forget all about this and it's not going to ever matter in life. Never. And I'm saying it doesn't matter now, so why would it matter then? Why would it matter in the future? It's not. I guarantee and I promise you it's not. Most likely, and hopefully, let me just knock on wood real quick. God, I don't want to get in no more drama, no more beefs in the name of Jesus. Amen. But let's just say, some drama gets stirred up, right? I guarantee and I promise you I ain't going to feed into it. I've learned my lesson and things. But that's going to most likely be the topic of discussion. I guess, yeah, if this stuff resurfaces, it resurfaces. If it doesn't, fam, who cares? It literally, this drama, this beef. And that's the thing where it's like, the only people that was really watching it, my fans didn't care about that stuff. They wanted to see other content. So they were really the only ones sitting down watching that stuff. So really, where was the achievements? Where were the goals? Where were, bro, ain't nobody thinking about that. I'm not like, you go to any of these guys unless they're like a really, really small, smaller than me, then yeah, I might end up being their most viewed video. But if not, I'm like, bro, don't nobody care about that stuff. So, but anyways, yeah, and in that whole situation, I felt like I got canceled amongst everybody else. I'm like, bro, don't nobody know who I am. So therefore, no, I don't think I ever have been canceled, and I don't think I ever will be canceled. I mean, if I say some crazy stuff, I would like to think that I won't come out on no social media, videos, Twitch, anything saying no crazy stuff. But that's the thing. We live in a world. So I'm gonna say this, about being canceled. We live in a world where things change like every 5-10 years. So 5-10 years from now, stuff that I'm saying right now most likely isn't going to be allowed to, it's not going to be allowed 5-10 years from now. And 5-10 years ago, yeah, things was being said, stuff was being done that was okay. And now when we look, it's like, yeah, that stuff, we can't be saying the things that we were saying 5-10 years ago. You see a lot of these white kids, for an example, tweeting out the N-word and all that stuff. Yeah, that was cool back then, about 5-10 years ago for them. Look at them now. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say the N-word on Twitter. I forgot that I was white. Now I just, my black friends, they put on Tupac. They told me to sag my pants, and so yeah, therefore I tweeted out the N-word a few times. That's usually how those apologies. It's either that or they be crying, and it's like, fam, what are you crying for? Like, stop crying, bruh. It's like, just apologize and go on about your business. That's all that we want. The crying ain't gonna help. So, but anyways, but I just think that the whole canceling thing, it's like, hey, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it's whatever. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. I ain't gonna do no promo stuff. Overall, I'll wait on doing the promo stuff. I just don't feel like doing it tonight. So, but anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.